A sigh of relief from homeowners today, or home buyers, the Reserve Bank deciding to keep the cash rate on hold. For some analysis on what this means for West Australians, we bring in finance expert Michelle Maynard. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Mon.
What are the key points out of Governor Michelle Bullock's media conference?
Look, I really love the fact that there's a media conference now because it allows us to dive into what the Reserve Bank was thinking. And what Michelle Bullock has come out and said is the war on inflation is not won. We are on the right path. She kept calling it a very narrow path, and there are some good signs in the economy. She talked about that demand is finally easing in line with supply and the labour market is opening up a little bit. But on the other side of that path, there are some things that she's still concerned about, inflation being number one. So she said, and I quote, they're not ruling anything in or anything out. They're going to sit, hold tight and wait for the data, and they will make their decisions based on what comes out as the economy unfolds.
Where does this all leave borrowers, do you think? How long will they have to wait for some relief?
Look, it leaves us with a cash rate of 4.35% for the foreseeable future. Michelle Bullock said, as per their forecast, if it goes according to their plans, interest rates will probably come down somewhere in 2025 when inflation comes back into that 2 to 3% bandwidth they're looking for. Now, the big four banks don't agree with that. They're thinking it might be the tail end of 2024, so that is some positive news. But as we always know, things possibly could change. If inflation doesn't come down, the Reserve Bank has said they will use interest rates, possibly one more increase, to bring that back more in line with what they're looking for.
At the same time, though, there's been a fixed rate cutting frenzy. So what's the reasoning behind that, and what's your advice?
Yeah, so fixed rates have come down a lot, and basically that's got to do with two things. One, it goes back to the big banks thinking that interest rates are going to be cut sooner rather than later, and so they're adjusting their fixed rate pricing accordingly. But like with anything, they're not doing it for our benefit, it's for theirs. They want a slice of that fixed rate pie, and they're trying to sort of get the business of people who are looking for certainty in these uncertain times. If you want to fix, obviously look at the comparison rate because that's what you will be paying. Know that you are locked in, so if rates do move down, if you fixed a portion, you're not going to get a lower interest rate. But for some people, if you shop around, you can get a fixed rate in the 5%, and that is quite a good rate when the average rate for a variable is somewhere in the mid-7s right now.
So what more can proactive mortgage holders do then to hang in there until those cuts come?
What you can do is do what a set of my clients did this week. Walk into your bank, especially if it starts with a 7, and ask for an interest rate cut. They got a full 1% off their mortgage, which on an average $500,000 mortgage is about $400 in their pocket per month that they would have been paying to the bank before. You need to ask. The bank is not going to offer it up to you without that question. If your bank doesn't come to the party, there are a ton of mortgage brokers who would love to take your business to a bank who is dying for it. So we need to do that. Because interest rates are going to stay at this level for the next 9 to 12 months at least, you need to make sure you're on the lowest rate possible for you. Shopping around is going to do that for you.
Thanks for your time, Michelle.
Thanks, Mon.